Nearly 24 hours after the demise of Homa Bay Senator Otieno Kajwang, and questions are being raised over his death, 3 opposition members of parliament have asked the government to investigate what they are describing as a mysterious death.
Here's Betty Kialo now reporting on that.
The country woke up to the unfortunate news that the charismatic leader had taken his last bow. And as the late Kajwang's family, friends and colleagues came to term with the loss, a section of legislators took a different turn. Led by Suba MP John Mbadi, they demanded for an inquiry over the late senator's death.
We need a thorough investigation. We cannot just lose such a person under mysterious circumstances, and then we start making conclusion that it could be a cardiac arrest or it could be related to an accident.
And since the government has got the primary responsibility of protecting the lives of all its citizens, it needs to come out clear by conducting thorough investigations.
The MPs added that Kajwang survived a road accident last Friday when he was heading to a Yogisphora party's meeting, and the nature of his accident has not been revealed.
If the senator would be alive today, he would relate to you the same story, that he could not understand how they were involved in that accident. Given that that is not even his regular car, I think that is something that government needs to investigate.
Earlier in the day, family and friends gathered at the Lee funeral home where his body lay. It was a painful moment as family members came to term with the loss. His colleagues and friends from the Code Coalition who were present at the Lee funeral home described his death as a big loss to the country.
Otieno Kajwang was a counselor, was an advisor, a top legal advisor, and also one of our members of our think tank. So we have lost a great man, a man who believed truly in a free, independent, corruption-free Kenya. He dedicated most of his life to fighting for justice.
Otieno Kajwang was a man who was never afraid of saying the truth, however painful.
Gerald Otieno Kajwang has been one of the most dependable senators in the Code fraternity.
In a statement, President Uhuru Kenyatta said Kajwang's death was a big blow to the whole country. The statement read in part, "It is hard to comprehend how the cruel hand of death has so suddenly snatched Senator Kajwang from our midst. He was an energetic, jovial and extremely pleasant person to deal with." Deputy President William Ruto also sent a message of condolence to the family. In his statement, Ruto said Kajwang was an astute, dedicated, passionate and humorous politician. He also added that the country had lost a steadfast leader whose contribution to good governance and democracy in the country is evident. Speaker of the Senate, Ekwe Ethuro, described the late senator as a towering figure in the country's development. In a statement sent to newsrooms, Ethuro said Kajwang was one of the leading lights in the Senate. He was a great and prolific debater who delivered incisive contributions with a sense of humor and freshness. Members of the Senate and National Assembly had a special tribute to the late leader this afternoon, with many of them describing his death as a big blow to the country's leadership. Funeral arrangements are currently underway with family and friends meeting at his Runda home. He has left behind a widow and children. Betty Kialo, KTN.